So hello friends, today I'm going to show you how to remove haze out of this lens. It is a Nikkor 85mm 1.8, and then whatever I'm going to show you here applies also for the 1.8D. Okay, so I got this lens, as usual a bit cheap on the internet, and then in this case the lens looks okay, works okay, but then if we pay a closer look, then here you can see that one of the lenses is a bit hazy. So you can see it is not completely transparent but a bit opaque. And then even there, when I was checking how to open the lens, I verified with a cotton swab. I made that mark there. And then we have that on the inside of the lens, so we want to clean that. And then whoever is going to tell you that haze, just a bit of haze in the lens, doesn't have any influence on the image quality, I invite you to check this video and to show it to them. Here is the cover of the video. You have also the link to that in the corner, and then you will see that there even a slight, very light haze can have a big impact on your images. Okay, so we have this lens, and then what we want to do is to remove the front element. We could remove it here directly, but then I'm going to show you a more general approach so you can work on this lens after, if you want, for example, to remove dust or fungus and so on. So okay, first thing to do on this lens is to remove the rubber. So we can see here that the previous owner tried to glue the ring. I don't know for what reason, but that's it. So we'll have to struggle here a bit, because I just need to make sure it unsticks. Okay, and with that we can remove the ring. Just let me get a screwdriver here. And then here on the lens you will find several holes here. And then what you want to do is to look for the one where you see a small screw passing, and then this is what we have here. You can see the screw there, and then what we're going to do simply is to remove that screw. This is set screw, and then here in this case you actually have to remove it, otherwise you won't be able to rotate this anymore. Okay, so I take it out, and then pay attention not to lose it, but you can see it is extremely small. And then here what we do next, I will probably need my rubber glove. And then here with a rubber glove you simply need to unscrew this guy. Okay, focusing. It's a bit stiff towards the end, but something not really critical. I guess we can live with that. Okay, and then here you can do several things. You can simply remove the whole thing here, and you will access the center of the lens. Be careful with these spacers not to lose them. And then here you have an oily diaphragm. You can also work here. We just need to remove the glass on the other side so we can access. And then I think actually here I made it loose, and then I forgot to tighten it. So let us just take a look at that. Let me use the body of the lens as a placeholder. And then the way you can do this is extremely simple. You get the rubber cone, which is adapted. Then you need to force just a bit, and then you will be able to take out this guy. Just put it just aside, and then, for example, here, if you have an oily diaphragm, again, pay attention to the spacers. You can simply remove the spring here. I have done several videos showing how to handle a diaphragm, and then here the case is very typical, looks like the diaphragm of a 50mm AES. And then here you can remove the plate and then play with the diaphragm. Okay, so that would be for the diaphragm. And then here, let me put the lens again into the slot. Okay, no, just let me show to you before something. Here it might happen that you get something also here in this region, and then yesterday it took me a huge effort just to be able to unscrew these guys here. And I'm not going to remove it entirely, but then I will explain to you what I did, so in case you need to open this. So I put a few times nail polish remover. That didn't work, so what I did at the end was to simply destroy the glue, and then to do that I took a small flame and then I applied it to the rim here of the lens. And then what you need to know is that most glues at about 100 to 110 degrees, they tend to lose all their mechanical properties, and then this was the only way I was able to get this element loose. So that was quite painful, but then I was trying to access, I was looking for the simplest route just to access the part of glass we are interested in, which happens to be in the front. So I'm just going to put this guy again in place. And you need to tighten. Don't do like I did yesterday, but I didn't tighten it. Okay, and now what we want to do, obviously, is to remove the front element so we can access. And then for some reason I did not got the right position. Okay, oh, that's a bit annoying. Because I want this guy here, this fork here, to be into that small lever there, and then usually it goes in without trouble, but then here for some reason I am failing to understand. It seems to be blocked. Okay, I probably move it. Okay, now I got it right. I actually move it and put it in a bad position, but then this thing should be trivial, and then you need to know that when reassembling the lens. Okay, so I was at the point that I wanted to remove this inner ring that you see here. And then to do that I need to use a spanner. And then yesterday when I was checking the lens, when I am not sure on how much force I need to put, so what I do is I usually make a patch like this. So I cover the glass, and then that helps me to gain some confidence, and then to tackle the ring with the spanner. I leave it loose, obviously, so I could remove the lens easily. But then at the end I didn't need too much force to get this guy loose for the first time, but then using this protection helps me a lot in getting some confidence to apply force. So if the spanner rips, I have less chances of damaging the glass. Okay. And then here I need to pay special attention to the glass I just removed, that I don't want to get dirty. So I'll put it here on the surface. I'm going to get something to hide it from dust. Okay, so to protect the glass I just removed from dust, I have this guy here, and then I will put it on top of it so I don't have dust falling into my glass. And then here we reach the element we are interested in, and then here I have to be honest, it is extremely difficult to see the haze. Okay, you can have it here. And then I'm looking for the mark I made yesterday to make sure it was surfaced with the haze. Oh, here you go. You can see the haze. Good there. Okay, and there I have the mark I made. And then, okay, that's to say that haze, it is extremely difficult to see by the naked eye, but then you saw the video and then you can appreciate the effects, negative effects that it has on an image, principally loss of contrast. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to clean this. Okay, so here we take out the cleaning gear. So as usual, my two microfiber cloths, so the old one for the initial cleaning and then a new one for the second cleaning. And then I'm trying something new, since I had one of my bottles of lens cleaning fluid that was almost depleted. So what I did was to mix it with some distillated water and isopropyl alcohol, and then I'm going to use that for the preliminary cleaning. It seems to be a good thing. And then here we proceed without big ceremony to the cleaning. and then we do the flashlight test, and then we can see already that all that fuzzy light, diffuse light, is not seen anymore, and then now the glass is absolutely clean. So what I'm going to do now is to proceed with the second cleaning, and then this time I will use the lens cleaning fluid and then the new microfiber cloth. I do this just to show the procedure, which is actually extremely simple. And then again I take the flashlight, and then here you go, haze is gone. So what I'm going to do is, off the camera, I'm going to finish cleaning of this just to make sure there is zero traces on the lens, but then you got the idea. So you simply need to do the procedure on your side until you get perfect results. So now I'm going to stop the video for a few seconds to finish that cleaning, and then we meet again for reassembling the lens. So what I did after cleaning the haze from the element, I put back the front element immediately, and then I tighten it again. That was not very difficult, and then I think you can figure that out by yourselves. Okay, and then what we have left for the reassembly of the lens, it is going to be extremely simple. We just need to put the ring here, and then what we want to do is to make sure we have matching. Okay, I need to find out where the small hole is. Okay, so it's passing, and then okay. So I was looking for the original position, you can see there, and then why this is important, because here when we're going to put the screw is going to match that little hole there, and then we're not going to deform the thread. So, and then here I made this marking before, which is aligned to the hole, and then what you can see is I'm tightening it already, but then I'm lacking grip. So what I'm going to do is to put my rubber glove, so I am able to force. That's what I need, and then this is it. I am in position, so I can see through small hole, and then here we need to put the small screw again, and then this part, I have to be honest with you, is a bit painful, because this guy is very difficult to manipulate. So what I do simply is I just drop it in the hole, and then with the screwdriver I wiggle just a bit until I am able to get it in. Then we are almost done. We put back the rubber, and then the lens is good to keep doing very good portraits for a long time. And then if I show to you, you see now the haze is simply gone, and then I can keep enjoying the lens for a really long time. So this is all I wanted to show you today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.